Frequency is everywhere, and everything has a frequency, including your body. And sometimes that frequency can be disrupted, which can harm your health. Djaï Heijn is a quantum osteopath and a frequency specialist based out of the Netherlands. He also runs the School of Frequency and works within the quantum field to help restore balance and well-being. Today, Djaï reveals some of the top frequency disruptors impacting our bodies. So Djaï is back with us, and of course we're talking about frequency. And Djaï, there are some things that can disrupt the frequency that we experience, and let's talk about some of those today.
Yeah, let's talk about at least 5 topics of them that could really be a life changer if you apply it. And many of it happens during your sleep. Most people don't know, or these days more people know, is that when you leave your phone on next to your bed, next to your head, it can disrupt your sleep, disrupt your frequency of balance and coherence, because when it's not at least on flight mode, today also the 5G, it can really come into your skull and create these heat symptoms. Now, this also goes often paired with electrical wiring around and under the bed, and it's mostly under the bed. Most people don't know if their light, their night light is the wires going under the bed, that it can disrupt their bioenergetic field. Because when you look at an electrical wire, you should actually think that the electrosmog is around the wire of at least, let's say, a half meter around it. That's a big space it takes. So if it runs under your bed, underneath you all the time, it can give you a headache. It can give you sleep disturbances. There's so many other things.
Okay, so with the 2 that you've mentioned so far, how do we protect ourselves? Because I'm thinking about the wires that are under my bed right now. I don't even want to know what's under my bed right now, honestly. I think about my cell phone that is next to my bed. How do we protect ourselves? Because this is just kind of how we live. Most of us live nowadays. So what do we do to protect ourselves and to be able to get, the good frequencies and things that we want within, protect us from the bad stuff?
Well, these are still simple suggestions. You can just take them out. You can turn off your phone. You can take out the electric wires, even if it's just for your sleeping time. Or you can even take down your Wi-Fi channel, your router, wherever it is in the house. Therefore you maintain a coherent and calm space for your bioenergetic field. And for some people can really make a big difference. Now, the other thing these days, of course, and more people are being aware of it, is the 5G towers or the radiation towers. 5G, it's different from 4G because it's coming into this highly concentrated laser beam. And therefore, you want to turn off any electrical device that can be connected to it. And if you live close to a 5G tower, it's like, I'm sorry, you might want to move houses. It's just what it is. You can really feel disrupted by it, but also some people, they're still okay with it. I would say it's a matter of time because it's like a microwave.
Wow. Okay, so with our plugs and things like that, is that what you mean? Like unplug things from the outlets?
Exactly.
So that would, okay. Yeah, that's good anyways, just to prevent fires and things like
and that's easy. Unplugging is easy. And if you want to have extra protection, hematite stones or like magnetically charged stones. There's also shungite. There are different stones with, they look dark, and therefore it means they have strong magnetic power. They absorb this electrosmog radiation energy force, you could say. They neutralize it, and if you put that close to your bed, right, again, during your sleep time, you might notice the effect, even if it's subtle.
Okay. Now, are there different places where you can buy that? You can buy it online. Sometimes you see these stores and stuff and you're like, well, it says it's this, but, are there specific places that you would recommend, or maybe you can share with us and I can share with our audience just to find, these stones that you're talking about?
Yeah, you can definitely find them in your ordinary crystal shop. These hematite stones or shungite. You can even Google like radiation neutralizing stones that are out there. These are natural solutions. And of course, there are also mechanical solutions to it, actual devices that have been created by that. And it can really range in price. But I'm here to make it simple at first. hematite stones to take away some of that disturbance. You can also carry them in your pocket. And the last thing, of course, also before you go to bed, the blue light.
Okay.
Coming from our computers right now. All these devices that radiate out this blue light. Blue light is there to keep you awake during the day, but in the night you want to have more infrared light, and that's why you see people wear these blue light blockers, these red colored glasses to protect their brain, protect their nervous system for these impacts actually.
Okay.
Some people are more sensitive to it. It is always good to know in the evening everyone is still watching a bit of TV. Put on those glasses or really minimize it. Like up to 9 p.m. you're going to watch something and then you're only going to read books.
Okay. So how much time would you allow before you actually went to bed where you would cut all of that out, would you say?
I would say 2 hours prior to bed, minimum.
Okay.
Now, still, we cannot make things perfect in this world, because if we would look things from a natural way, we shouldn't actually have these type of devices in such an overload.
Yeah.
But start with little things and notice where you are, right? This is still all about the nervous system that doesn't get impacted. Now, the last thing, and this is an extra bonus actually, considering your sleep or where you've placed your bed, geographic disturbances. So things that come from outside, from the earth. So there could be a water line underneath the earth where your house is, or another funny electrical current happening. You should get a second opinion advice on this. There are many experts out there. If you feel you have this in your house, have it tested for you and see where you can best place your bed, because this is really for the people who go to bed with a headache, right? Or they always wake up tired, etc. And it's good to know. This is disrupting our frequencies.